Hello there, let's talk about Star Wars Outlaws. June 12th, 2023, the Xbox June showcase begins and the conference starts off with a look at a new Fable, South of Midnight from Compulsion Games, and followed up by a new game from Ubisoft's Massive Entertainment and Lucasfilm Games, Star Wars Outlaws. The game is set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, the Empire, the Rebellion, the Hutts and the Pikes. We get glimpses of different factions and planets as we spy the snow planet Kijimi from The Rise of Skywalker, new planets like Tashara, and series mainstays like Tatooine. So let's go over some of the stuff that we know so far. Kay Vess is from Canto Bight, the massive casino city featured in The Last Jedi, located on the planet Cantonica. She's a thief who has dreamed about scoring it big since she was a kid. In the gameplay walkthrough demo, she is accompanied by Nix, her trusty critter companion, a creature known as a Merqual. Now, Nix has more uses than just being cute. Kay can order him to do certain things in the world, such as causing a distraction, outright attacking enemies, and also pressing buttons from afar while you remain hidden in stealth. Later on, we also see that Nix has the ability to bring you weapons or health from fallen enemies. Now, of course, if you're anything like me when you play stealth games, stealth goes out the window quite quickly, and you do have access to a blaster in this case, and some modifications for different situations. The standard blaster module functions as you'd expect, giving you a firearm that some would call
so uncivilized.
The focused module allows you to blast through and disrupt enemy shields, and you've also got a stun module, which, while we don't see it in action in the demo, would make sense that you can stun individuals while trying to be stealthy for non-lethal takedowns. The developers have confirmed that there are even more modules that you can add to the blaster throughout the game. Now, by law, every protagonist in a video game must have a grapple hook or your game is just doomed to fail. So Kay Vess is also equipped with a grappling hook. In the character guide, she also has access to back to vial, so I would imagine that healing will work much like it does in the Fallen Order and Survivor games, and her hairpin is actually a data spike, so I feel like a lockpicking hacking mechanic will also be present for locked doors or chests of loot. Kay Vess also has access to a speeder bike, which will make travel across the open worlds in the game a bit easier, and vehicle combat is confirmed as well, along with a Red Dead Redemption style Deadeye ability. I also really hope you can jump onto other speeders like in Return of the Jedi. That would be very fun, I think. Now, you'll also have some options in how quests and stories play out with decisions to make. In the gameplay demo, you're given the option to bribe or not bribe an Imperial officer. The demo chooses the not bribe option, and soon after, Kay Vess becomes wanted by the Empire. In the top left, it looks like there are different wanted levels, and the longer you evade capture or the more you fight back, that wanted level increases. It stands to reason that if you do choose the bribe option, you'll be less some credits, but you'll remain in a safe state. You'll also have reputation with different factions, like the Pikes and Hutts and others, so I feel like if that reputation gets too low, you'll become wanted by that particular faction. Moving on to Kay's ship, the Trailblazer, it looks to have some fairly basic flight mechanics, an auto turret, missiles and repair system, as well as a hyperdrive that you must let lock onto your destination before it jumps away. Moving from atmosphere to space seems to be an extended loading screen, sort of like how Destiny was, however many years ago that I played that game. And it doesn't look like you can fly through atmosphere like along the surface of a planet like No Man's Sky style. Not confirmed, but that's just a guess. Now, Kay has a robot companion, ND5. He is a BX commando droid turned syndicate enforcer. We don't know a whole lot about him just yet, except that he was in service during the Clone Wars, and seems to have either been reprogrammed or suffered damage to his programming during said war, and now acts in his own interests. Another character introduced in another trailer is Jalen. He comes to Kay with a big score opportunity, possibly resulting in the main quest of the game. And speaking of the main quest and the main story, we're getting a story trailer in a few days, so make sure you check back in a couple of days for even more news on Star Wars Outlaws, hopefully including a release date. Now, we know the game is open world, we don't know how big or expansive it's going to be, but we do know there's at least 4 planets confirmed so far, that being Tatooine, a new planet called Tashara, Akiva, and Kijimi, the planet from Rise of Skywalker. I'm assuming it'll probably act like Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order did, with a small map of a couple of different planets that you can go to as you unlock and progress further into the story. Now, I am very excited for this game and can't wait to see more. Thank you for watching. If you like talking about Star Wars, make sure you follow me here. If you're excited for this game, make sure you check back in a couple of days for that story trailer, breakdown, reaction, review, analysis, whatever I end up doing for it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. May the Force be with you. Always.